I'm making this video to remember where I've put which plants because I tend to forget their names. So this garden bed under this tree was originally had heather and heath covering it. They became very woody shrubs. So after a significant period of time, I managed to slowly get out some of that so I could revamp it. And it is horrible soil. It is hard to dig in. It is super dry. We are in water restrictions now. We're not allowed to water our lawns, so that's why the lawn is all dry. We can hand water our plants with a hose. So that is the state of the soil. Also, there are so many roots from that heather and heath that had become so woody. So digging is not fun in this soil. It's very difficult to dig. You can see under this bush here that it's full of roots, so it's been very tough going. And these are some of the plants I've put in. Now they don't look great because they're first year in the ground, but I'm not planting for this year. I'm planting for next year, and I'm hoping that by next year they'll fill out. So at the front here, I've put in the 3 wild berry heucheras, and I'm gonna continue that probably in a drift. This one looks a little bit like it got burned by the sun, but it's just 1 or 2 leaves, so I'm thinking it will recover. And so that's the Primo Wild Rose, these 3 in the front. And behind that, under that tree, I've put a couple of bleeding hearts. So those I think will give me some spring color just there. And I've got a drift of these beautiful heucheras, which are a little hard to see right now, and excuse the fact that there's no mulch and lots of weeds, but those are, let me see here, I believe these are the hopscotch. Yes, those are the hopscotch fun and games. So that's the drift of 3. I've also put in some lamium, which is a shade ground cover, which will hopefully help with some weed control. And coming over on this side, this is a little bit more sun. So I have put some, it's called Rapido Blue Campanula, so bellflower. Got 3 of those there, which will fill out. I've got some, what is it called, anemones right there. I think that is the Fall in Love Sweetly anemone, and that's a part sun area, so I think that'll do well there. It's gonna get quite big, so right now it doesn't look like much, but it'll fill in. Got that frilly heuchera here, and I've actually got one here that I had from before. That one's bigger, and that one's a clearance one that I just put in. So those ones I think will look really nice. In addition to that, I've got like some rescue plants that were not doing well in the backyard, so they were getting drowned. So I'm going to try to see if they do better here because it's a dry location. These ones here are Johnson's Blue Geranium. I'm not sure how big they get, but I thought I'd try them here because it's a sunnier location and I want them to soften the edge. And I've got some, these ones I believe are peachberry ice. I believe, I could be wrong. I've also got pumpkin spice in this bed, so it could be that as well. So we'll see. And I've got some of these, I believe these are foam flowers called Cutting Edge. And there is one, these lighter heuchera just don't really do that well for me, unfortunately. But I do have 2 of them here, one there, one back there. So we'll see how they do. And yeah, so these ones are the pumpkin spice. You can see those. And I've also got pulmonaria, and this are small plants, but these are actually called twinkle toes pulmonaria. So I think that'll give me some nice spring color. Got another one there, so 1, 2, 3. I love pulmonaria, they're super tough plants. And I've got some salvia in the corner with a boxwood. This is lemon coral sedum. This is again the pumpkin spice. It's bleached out from the sun. In the fall it'll bounce back. There was a lily here that bloomed, but now it's died back. And again, there's this lavender here, which I don't think it's an ideal condition, but it does bloom. It's a bit shady, but it does get some sun, so it's been there for a long time. It's got grass growing in there, so probably needs to be cut back, maybe dug up and planted somewhere else. But for now, we're gonna do this one step at a time. And so that's the back side. This garden bed you can see on kind of all three sides, so I think it's nice to try to get it looking in better shape. So even though it looks horrible right now, I think over time, and especially next year, it's gonna improve significantly. And I wanna just keep a video so I can see what it looks like before, and then do an after video once it's all filled in, just so I can see the progress, which is so encouraging usually in these kind of situations. All right, so those are the plants, and I'm hoping to put some more clearance plants in here so I can fill up the whole thing. I'm impatient waiting for them to get to their full size, so I'm probably overplanting. But the great thing is you can always come back later and divide and move things around. So looking forward to doing that. And let's hope for the best for this garden bed. And once it's weeded and mulched and looking all pretty, it's gonna look a lot better, I think. So hopefully this is the before video, and next spring, summer, it's gonna hopefully look a lot better. Thanks so much.